The New York Jets and Derek Carr are going to be meeting again at the Combine this upcoming week. He's meeting with a couple other teams. We're going to talk about this and why do I think this means Derek Carr is going to be the quarterback for the New York Jets. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and you heard me right. I think by the end of this week, New York and Derek Carr are going to come together. They're going to sit down. They're going to get a contract done, and we're going to have our new quarterback. What makes me believe this? Well, the same three teams keep coming up when it comes to Derek Carr meeting with teams, and it's the New Orleans Saints, the Carolina Panthers, and the New York Jets. Now let's talk about these teams and what does this mean for Derek Carr, right? Well, he can absolutely go to Carolina or to the New Orleans Saints and absolutely run the NFC South for the next 10 years. Here's the problem. The New Orleans Saints have no money to surround him with a team that's worth anything. And so, yes, while you're going to make the playoffs, you're not going to beat the Vikings. You're not going to beat the Lions. You're not going to beat the 49ers or the Seahawks. If the Rams can turn it around, the Cardinals might turn it around. We have no idea there. Then the NFC East is becoming a gauntlet. Outside of the Commanders, who are still kind of a useless team, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants are only getting better. You know, the Eagles are going to regress because they're not going to win 14 games again. They just lost their entire staff. And the Cowboys are going to say the Cowboys. They're probably going to be a 10 to 12 win team as long as Dak Prescott is there. The Giants are only getting better. Brian Dable is that dude. And so, yes, while you go to the Saints and or the Panthers, you can run the NFC South, but you're not going to really have an opportunity with that roster to beat anybody that's worth a damn in the NFC South. That's just a reality of the situation. And while I like what the Carolina Panthers are doing, I like their coaching staff, I even like their roster, I don't think they're as close to being competitive in the playoffs as the New York Jets are. So that's just the biggest thing, right? Of the QB-hungry teams that are interested in Derek Carr, and let's just be honest here, of all of the QB-hungry teams, the New York Jets are the best option for any quarterback veteran. That being said, I think the New York Jets are getting impatient with Aaron Rodgers because I know I'm getting impatient with Aaron Rodgers. And all of this playing around and all of this, I don't know what I'm going to do about and all of the stuff that's been happening over the last couple of years is going to come back and bite Aaron Rodgers in the butt. Especially when it comes to if he wants to come to the New York Jets. Let me be clear here. Aaron Rodgers is my number one option. But if you're going to give me an option and you're going to say you can either have $5,000 4 weeks from now or you can get $1,000 right now, I'm taking the $1,000 right now every day of the week. And that's what Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers are. Aaron Rodgers is the promise of something good maybe later in the future. Derek Carr is something better right now. And you don't risk the opportunity that something is going to happen, that he changes his mind or anything like that, and you miss out on the Derek Carr sweepstakes. I think the New York Jets have a really, really good opportunity to bring in a quarterback, and I think that deal is going to come out relatively soon. I think that's going to happen this week at the Combine. The New York Jets are going to have to get that deal done. I think a Derek Carr deal probably looks like a 3-year deal, anywhere from $105 to $107 million a year. That breaks down to about $35 to $36 million per year average annual value of the contract. I think that makes a lot of sense for both sides. I think the New York Jets are going to want to get Derek Carr in a shorter midterm-ish kind of deal so that they can still have an opportunity to evaluate Zach Wilson possibly. But I think the real thing doesn't have anything to do with Zach Wilson, but has everything to do with Derek Carr and his agent. Derek Carr should not want anything more than 3 years on a contract. He should be getting Kirk Cousin-like deals from now until the end of time. Derek Carr doesn't miss time. He doesn't get hurt. He plays healthy, even when we look at the fact that the Oakland and the Vegas Raiders were an atrocious franchise while he was there. He did nothing but play well and play at a high level with a horrible team around him, no offensive line around him, and really, really bad defenses. When you take the fact that the New York Jets are probably going to fix their offensive line and you do those things, he's going to want to hit the market again sooner rather than later. later, Derek Carr is probably never going to sign a deal longer than 3 years for the rest of his career because he shouldn't. The Patrick Mahomes 10-year deal was such a dumb idea from Patrick Mahomes and his agent because it doesn't make sense. In the long run, he's going to lose money because Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, they're about to get paid, and they're going to get paid after the salary cap explodes, and then the quarterback contracts are going to go up. Dak Prescott's going to get paid sooner rather than later, and you're going to want to be in the conversation for all of those contracts because while Derek Carr, when he comes to the New York Jets, I think is going to put himself on the map as the top 10 quarterback in the NFL, which is, I think, where he should be because I think that's what he is. I don't know if there's probably, maybe you could argue that there are 10 better quarterbacks than him, but he's definitely in the conversation for probably the bottom end of that top 10 list. And so it makes a ton of sense. I think this contract makes a lot of sense, and it gives the New York Jets an opportunity to go be competitive, break the playoff streak, really compete for a Super Bowl, and then in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, you're going to have to pay your own guys. You're going to have to pay Elijah Vera Tucker, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, all of these guys that you drafted, you're going to have to start paying them, and then you can create a San Francisco 49ers type package, come up in the draft, and take another shot at a quarterback on a rookie deal and have just an insanely good veteran team around a rookie quarterback and hopefully continue the dynasty. That's what I think is going to happen this week. That's what I think this meeting means. That's what I think is all this stuff is going on. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. And last but not least, go Jets.